Let me pause the Skrillex. So I'm here in the makerspace. I fixed up a lot of stuff on the bike, or in this case thing here, and what I'm currently adding is the train horn. Just take a peek at this. Yo, this is insane. So I'm very happy. I figured out the wiring for this relay system, so now I'm just gonna have to hook this up to a button that goes on my handlebars. I really don't know how that's gonna go as far as button placement, because I don't have a lot of room on there, but happy. Gonna wrap it all up. We got a ride to get to. I'm about to get out of here by 5. So I have finally figured out why that button didn't work. And you know, my worst fear was that there was something not connected or a short circuit that was behind there and it was just gonna start melting things. But thankfully, it was very simple. If you look at the connectors here, it can be plugged in upside down. And that's exactly what I did. So these two terminals were just touching nothing. So it was the least dangerous version of what could have gone wrong, thankfully. Time to put it back together. The time now is 5:06. Oh my God, guys. I always do this to myself. I jump headfirst into a project and, you know, thankfully, today was a very good day. Turn that on, light turns on. You see that one's on right now. But this button here, tail light. This button here, headlight, everything works. And then this thing here is what activates the circuit that we just fit right there for, oh God. Oh boy. I think it's drawing too much power, honestly, because look. That could be a problem. Does everything blink? Yeah, everything blinks. Huh. Okay, maybe not a success.
Funny story, right? There's like a pier here there's like that broken down pier.
Danny, what's happening?
Not much. I think we just robbed the store.
We used to like jump into that pier. And when I was like 14, they had just started fixing this area, and it was
Good morning, everybody. Mike here, and as you guys can see, I'm here in the makerspace with my beautiful bike. Now we're gonna do a quick rundown of the bike again because it's been a lot of changes. I'm really excited to show you guys all the progress that's been made, but there's so much more to come. You guys have no idea. Most of the stuff that's going to be changing is going to be inside the upper compartment, the electronics part. Still haven't come up with a name for that upper portion, so if you have an idea, please leave it down in the comments. But let's jump into it so you can see all the different things that have changed with this amazing 72 volt Bandit. So there she is. This is just from one side. We're gonna pan over to the front. You can see my headlight. That's my Ruroc. Over here, we start to get to the good parts like domino throttle, our button panel. Now I need to fix this. This button came loose. That could be for a million different reasons, but the Vinyl by Bobby bag. And now some huge changes back here. Now we're gonna start from the back so you guys can see. I have my new rim tape on there. Nice bright yellow, looks really good contrasting with the blue. Over here we still have the same tail light. No, I have not installed the turn signal functionality yet. We have this insane train horn. It is a snail type train horn. There's no trumpets on this one. You can see the wiring is pretty okay. That black wire was way longer than I anticipated. Now, huge change. You can see all of the wiring for the controller, which is externally mounted now. Moving forward, we still have the same seat and the same bag. The bag is actually going to be changed out very soon. Rob did a second version of it for me, so we're going to see how that one looks. Right now, there's a couple of different parts that he really didn't like. You know, it's wrinkling up here in the front. We're going to get a second mounting point back here. Oh, sorry about that. A coworker came in to speak with me, but we were talking about the bag. As you can see, it's just not perfect, and Rob is a perfectionist, so am I, so we're gonna work together to make it perfect. One thing that I do still really like though is the Velcro patch. Definitely enjoying having this thing on there. It looks awesome. So you might notice I have pedals. They have crank arms and nice pedals. Those pedals are perfect, by the way. They have silver, gold, and red, which is all of the accent colors. But coming around this side, you'll see there is no chain on there. Now, if we walk all the way over here, you'll see this is what Matt sent me recently. This is the torque arm with the chain tensioner portion on it. Now, I tried installing this, but my shaft, the motor shaft axle, I guess is what it's called, didn't really fit through there. I didn't feel like working on that at the time, so I just aborted mission and went back to leaving it with no chain, and I kind of like it. I prefer it with no chain. I think you guys might too. So, moving on, we have some updates to the upper battery portion. Once again, there is no battery in there. No battery inside that portion. I just don't know what to call it. The red switch up here turns on the buttons, headlight, tail light, and now for the horn. All right, you turn that off, and now the horn circuit should not work. That's correct. All right, it's always scary testing it. Domino throttle is still doing very well. Coming around. So something that you might notice is all this wiring here that comes out. Obviously, that's not going to look like that in the final product, but I still don't know exactly how many wires I'll need to come out of here. So I'm just building it up, making it work, and then refining it as we go. Speaking of that, that is exactly the approach for this button panel. There's supposed to be 3 buttons here, but these 2 are going to be dependent on having the Arduino set up. So until then, this is really the only button I need. I don't feel like drilling through. I already fucked up these handlebars like a dumbass because I drilled the hole before I really measured where I needed anything. And now look at it. This is my regen throttle. I don't know if I'm gonna leave it here. It feels like it works really well, but it's also a little bit in the way. If I go here to change something, it's almost in the way, but it's in a good spot where it's like easily accessible, you know? And regen braking is gonna make a huge difference because I have been eating through brake pads. You might also notice the 3D printed S3 is starting to warp because of all the heat that these brakes are creating, but they're holding up fantastically. They still sound great. They still perform great. I have a lot of confidence in them. I've been in some sticky situations and they've saved me, but having regen braking will feel a lot better. Up in the front. So, like I mentioned earlier, I'm gonna be changing the handlebars eventually.
I'm gonna be changing the fork because it's discoloring, and I want to get something that's a little bit stronger. I feel like this one does flex a little bit more than I'd like. It's not what you should be saying about your fork. The helmet is phenomenal. I love this thing. It's been, you know, a visually stunning helmet from the very beginning, and you know, it's taken a bunch of scratches now, but that's okay. That gives it character. There, I got my number on the back. I actually was able to use the Cricut vinyl cutter to make that, as well as that. So anything else? I mean, I have my Insta 360 mount right here. I really don't recommend this one that I bought. This thing is real cheap and shitty, and it's super hard to get on and off. I'm gonna buy a better one eventually. I tried putting a selfie stick on it, and it was just too much weight, too much bouncing around. Thing almost fell on me. Not fun. But ladies and gentlemen, that is about everything we've got on the version 1.2, I guess we can say. She is looking gorgeous. She has been performing fantastically. We have just done some very high speed races. You know, this thing really keeps up. Top 3 every single time. But you know, that's not going up against anybody that's way out of my class. Obviously there are bikes that are still way above me, and I'm okay with admitting that. But now I get to really perform with the big boys.
So that's all we got for you guys today. Make sure you guys like and subscribe so you can see more videos. Make sure you follow me on Instagram for daily content. Something, you know, like ride footage is something that I post there all the time thanks to my Insta 360. So please make sure you guys subscribe, hit that bell notification so you don't miss any more, and I'll see you in the next video.
I was gonna bring my other sweater, but I forgot.
It's good,